Super. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Today is 2/14/25. Okay, for the new viewers, this channel is about very fast-moving UAPs. I call them dragons. 7 years ago, I thought they were dragonflies. Extremely predictable. You're going to learn a lot really quickly here. For the regular viewers, you're like, I know that helicopter. That's the red, white, and blue. That's the Edison chopper, DWP, Department of Water and Power. Every time he makes that left turn right there, you see that over the jetty rocks, see the tip of the flag down there? It's like every time, Robert, he see how the autofocus loses, how these dragons mess with our autofocus. I'm assuming they're projecting some type of a 3D hologram IR image, and it's confusing the camera. The camera doesn't know where to get a visual lock on. That's just my assumption. I mean, I know we do that with our fighter jets, so I would think these UAP dragons could have the same technology of much more advanced. Look at the birds in there. Okay, autofocus. This is all characteristics of these UAP dragons. Same locations. You're like, Robert, why every single time he's right there in the sky, they get tagged? This is ridiculous. I know exactly when to turn. I don't even turn my camera on until he's right there. I do a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a 12%. You can see how fast the rotor blade's going. There's the real time. Yeah. It's frustrating when they mess with the autofocus because I'm trying to get real time dragon video, and I usually do, but they do get in the way. It's hard to say. So your camera's not broken. Anyone can record this. They're all over the world. Hold your camera out. You see a helicopter, zoom in. Maybe back up a little bit. Record for 30 seconds. Look for a tiny dot like a bullet. That bullet is a UAP, fast-moving 2,000-mile-an-hour dragon. They fly behind the helicopters. They activate and trigger the X and K band on your car radar detector, the spectrum in general. You can get a used car radar detector on eBay, $30-40. Yeah, I have that attached to my camera, the radar detector, so it triggers. These things trigger the radar X-band 8% of the time. That was confirmed by the Pentagon, by the way, on 4/19/23 UAP characteristics. It's right there. They gave that to report to Congress. They leave an audio clip, but because I have the radar detector attached to my camera, I don't get to hear the audio click because obviously the radar is covering that. But if you record dragons without the radar, you'll get the audio click also 8% of the time. And I do have audio clicks when my radar is turned off, so it does happen, and it's all over the world. It's all over the world. It's not birds, not bugs. We're way past that right now. If you think these are bugs, I get it. You're a new viewer. Okay, do some due diligence. Ask questions. We'll answer them for you. Are they recordable by more than one camera? Yeah. So last week, one of the viewers said, "Hey, Robert, I'm not convinced. Can you record these with 2 cameras?" I said, "Yeah, that's been done." So I went through my file, and remember the 12 Blackhawks? So I didn't know. I said, "Yeah, we've got 2 cameras," and I said, "Well, it was recorded with 3." And then it's actually turned out to be 4 cameras. So when those 12 Blackhawks flew in over the marina, there was a person at Venice Beach. She recorded a dragon with the 12 Blackhawks. We recorded one over where I live from the street, and then I recorded one from the balcony, and then my roof camera recorded the dragon with the black. So that's 4 cameras. So I guess I got to challenge myself and get the dragon video with 5 cameras. I'm going to need help. I can't do it myself here. We need a lot of people. And someday that will happen. It's going to happen. I know it is. We'll all be at a ball game somewhere. We'll see a helicopter. A couple hundred of us will just record the helicopter. We'll all get these dragons. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Okay, if you like what I posting here, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Reach out anytime. If you have your own dragon video, custodianfile@gmail.com. Let's go to the next. Okay, super. So this new video is floating around. Ball lightning. Maybe a lot of you haven't heard of it. It's very rare, very rare. So it's been around, but hundreds and hundreds of years. People have been reporting on it. And these days you don't know anymore with CGI. What are we looking at here? So I kind of got to factor in this is real. But now, we're growing, we're learning. How do we know this is not a dragon? How do we know that? So let me show you what Wikipedia, the definitions. This is a really good video. This is CGI. This is really, really good video. Look this up at Wikipedia when you can, read about it. But real quick, characteristics of ball lightning. Look at the size, 4 to 8 inches. That's about what a dragon is. We know dragons are like 10 inches. Look at the color, red, orange. We know these dragons can be orange also. They have a rotation motion to it. A lot of you said, Robert, these things are rotating. They pass through doors, windows. We know that. We have the X-ray files. These things do pass through doors and windows. And they go through metal craft. So I think we're going to have to put it on the table as a 1% option that what we've been looking at are these UAP dragons for the last 200-300 years. And duration also generally a couple seconds, 1 second, but it could be up to a minute. We at least got to put it on the table. I think in all fairness, the science speaking for itself, we have overwhelming evidence. You got to admit this is a weird coincidence. We got these dragons flying around, running on extreme high voltage, giving off these plasma jets. And look, they're basically the same size, same color, rotating, going through objects. It's exciting. This is a great time of discovery. I think there's something here. Oh, by the way, so check this out. What a small world. So I get introduced to this gentleman here, Dr. James Dale Barry, physicist, worked with Dr. Robert Oppenheimer. Yeah, believe it or not. So I'm hanging out with him last year and we're chit-chatting and somehow it comes up. He goes, yeah, Robert, I wrote a book on ball lightning. I'm like, what? And he just signs it, James Barry. He doesn't tell anyone who he is. It's typical of a lot of scientists. It's like, hey, I'm Bob. How you doing? I'm James. Yeah, good. And so a good friend of mine also, he's going to go meet with Dr. Barry today. He's going to sit down and show him this video of the ball lightning coming down the railroad track. So dang, talk about luck, expert opinion. Hopefully I'll hear back from him and get his opinion, what he thinks. I did tell him about the dragons. He was very interested, very interested. I need to go back and sit down and have lunch with him again. Really falling behind on my PR here, but yeah, Dr. Barry right here in West LA. West LA, yeah, pretty famous, quiet guy. All right, if you have any questions, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit that subscribe button. I do need your support. Let's go forward. Super, look at this, February 9th. What do we have here? Incoming, I believe that's the Coast Guard. Okay, coming in real time. Already flew by. There it is. I slowed it down to 3%. There it is. Approaching the jetty rocks. That's happened hundreds of times for the Coast Guard alone. So you see, I start recording way out there, 5 miles out, but they don't get tagged until they approach the jetty rocks. That's when these puppies start flying around. Because my camera can see that 5 miles out, and I have a few like that, but there's the interpolation. Interpolation is a copy and paste of each frame. I'm shooting at 4K 60 frames. That's roughly 22 frames. That's 1/3 of a second. 1/3 of a second. When you blink is 1/10 of a second. It's very fast. That's why you don't see them. Invisible to the human eye, even with binoculars. However, digital cameras can see them. Copy and paste each frame. It's an interpretation of the video. There it is. Textbook. It's just textbook, over and over. I don't think he was looking for a dragon. He was just passing by, um, and he's going to San Diego, I believe. Yeah. So there you go. That will do it for today. If you have any questions, please reach out. I do want to hear from you. Leave a comment. And if you have your own dragon video, custodianfile@gmail.com. All right, this is Robert at Custodian File. Take care. Bye-bye.